can't be composed when a man's talking to you like that. Like, you know, I mean, me and you, who couldn't fight our way out of a wet paper bag, shouldn't allow another man to talk to us like that.
Ridiculous, and you see these scuffles and all this nonsense at press conferences, and that is where it goes wrong.
Shakur Stevenson lunges at Teofimo Lopez after the press conference, and the reason behind it is explosive. Lopez crossed a red line by disrespecting Stevenson's mother, something no fighter ever takes lightly. The fury on Stevenson's face was real, not manufactured. It was raw, deeply personal, and impossible to ignore. This wasn't trash talk or theatrics. This was emotion boiling over into chaos, creating one of the most shocking press conference moments boxing has seen in years. Fans are completely losing their minds.
Hey, that's my mother. Where my mother at? No! Somebody touch my mother. Come here. No! Don't touch me. Where's my mother?
Hey, find his mom. Find his mom. Find his mother now.
Eddie Hearn doesn't sugarcoat anything. He puts the entire boxing world on notice. Teofimo dared to disrespect Shakur's mother, and the reaction was immediate. Hearn's words perfectly captured the tension in the room. This wasn't scripted hype. It was pure emotion. A fuse already lit. Shakur's response wasn't surprising. It was unavoidable. The boxing world can't stop buzzing about the chaos that followed.
When someone shoves you like that, when someone starts talking about your mum, no man, like, look, I'm a complete pussy, right? If you start talking about my mum and all this other stuff, I'm going to have a pop at you. I can't fight, but I don't care, I'll have a right go. And you're talking about the world heavyweight champion. If you start talking to him like that, if you shove him like that, he's going to react.
Frank Warren cut straight through the madness with blunt honesty. This isn't the streets, it's boxing, and only the fighters belong inside the ring. The stage drama might be spicy, but Warren reminds everyone it's supposed to stay controlled, tactical, not reckless fighting outside the ropes. Even so, the tension is undeniable, and fans are already buzzing about how this pre-fight heat will explode once the bell finally rings.
Well, this is not a gang fight, you know. The only two have been fighting are the boxers, and save it for the night. They don't get paid. They don't get paid to fight before the fight.
The Wade concept breaks down the raw disorder of combat sports. This wasn't just a scuffle. It was a tense preview of war. Fighters clashing before the bout raises adrenaline, electrifies fans, and creates instant headlines. While rules are being bent, the drama fuels anticipation, reminding everyone that in boxing, emotion and aggression are just as much part of the spectacle as skill inside the ring.
On stage or face-off? Of course not. Yes, it's over the line. You shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be putting hands on each other. But it is the fight game, and we've seen far worse. We've seen guys get in fights. We've seen people throw dollies in this game, in the combat.
Dave Caldwell highlights the exact moment everything changed the second physical contact landed on the face. A press conference instantly transforms into explosive drama. It stops being showmanship and becomes something personal. Respect and tension collide. Fans are talking non-stop, social media is erupting, and pundits are weighing every angle. This single act intensifies the rivalry, promising a fight where every punch carries the weight of that pre-fight confrontation.
In that, because that's a little bit naughty, because I know it's all, you know, fun and games at press conferences, but when you lay your hands on another man's face, whether there's an egg in it or not, you've laid your hands on his face, and that takes it.
Johnny Nelson doesn't hold back at all. He calls it reckless, foolish, and borderline embarrassing. Pulling stunts like this on fight week is amateur behavior, not professional boxing. The board is now scrambling to figure out how to deal with the fallout, and fans are shaking their heads. Stevenson's pre-fight aggression embarrassed Lopez and turned a press conference into a viral spectacle.
To make the way how he's done it, you know, on the morning of a fight, it's just wrong. It's dangerous, and the board are now in a situation where they think shit.
Simon Jordan reminds everyone that boxing has always had a wild edge, but even so, this moment was shocking. Face-to-face clashes like this instantly escalate tension, forcing fans to question discipline versus entertainment. It's chaotic, messy, and controversial, yet it adds fuel to the fire, leaving everyone wondering just how far Stevenson and Lopez will push boundaries before the opening bell.
Egg in his face. I mean, how many times have we seen boxers do things that they shouldn't do? You know, we saw Derek Chisora spit on Vitaly Klitschko.
We didn't need that.
I'm not offended by
Duke McKenzie offers no apologies. He calls it a stroke of genius, and he stands by it. In modern boxing, entertainment matters just as much as skill. Anything that gets people talking is valuable. Stevenson's move at the press conference wasn't reckless. It was controlled chaos, designed to dominate headlines and seize attention. This isn't a boxing lesson. It's theater, raw drama, and psychology fused into one explosive moment. Fans live for these confrontations. Analysts dissect every shove, and anticipation for the fight skyrockets. McKenzie reminds us that in today's boxing world, it's not just punches that sell, it's the story behind them.
It was a stroke of genius, personally. I don't see there's any harm in it. You know, this is the entertainment business that we live in now, and if you're not going to be entertaining...
Teofimo Lopez lights the fuse with a bold declaration, setting the stage for an all-out pre-fight war. His words blend threat and strategy, signaling confidence, control, and calculated chaos. Lopez positions himself as the mastermind, the man who sees movement where others see nothing, taking control of the narrative before the fight even begins. This isn't empty bravado. It's psychological warfare meant to rattle Stevenson and energize the crowd. Fans and analysts now have to consider not just skill, but mind games. Lopez's press conference antics ensure this fight is about more than punches. It's ego, strategy, and relentless ambition colliding.
Trying to test it right here, man. So, honestly, nevertheless, man, I see it as, look, when they presented the fight with Devin and all that, a lot of things that came in my way, but it all happened in perfect alignment. Devin didn't have no motion. As I was saying earlier, Shakur has motion. Did his thing. He looked outstanding against William Cepeda at the Louis Armstrong Stadium. And this is what you guys need. This is what boxing needs. This is why we're here. We're here to take...
Shakur Stevenson shows zero restraint. His confidence is overwhelming, almost intimidating. He presents himself as untouchable, a level above Lopez, laying a psychological trap before the bell ever rings. Fans are drawn in by the swagger, analysts breaking down every word. The press conference now feels like a preview of a headline-making fight. Stevenson's statements aren't just hype. They're a challenge, a warning, and a declaration of dominance. By publicly claiming elite status, he raises the stakes, forcing Lopez into a mental corner. On fight night, this will echo in every punch, every feint, every calculated movement in the ring.
Set him up, bro. Teo not on his level. Teo is a high-level fighter, but he's not on my level. I'm an elite-level fighter, and come January 31st, I'm sure.
Paul Smith offers a lighter, almost cinematic reaction to the chaos. While many criticize pre-fight antics, Smith sees artistry in the moment, a mix of humor, mischief, and psychology. His laughter highlights the unpredictable, theatrical side of modern boxing, where entertainment and edge collide. Fans are already sharing clips, pundits debating consequences, and fighter reputations being shaped outside the ring. This moment, small as it may seem, builds anticipation, strengthens storylines, and reminds everyone that boxing isn't just about punches. It's about presence, drama, and moments that linger long after the cameras stop rolling.
Expect that from Chisora. I'm not going to lie, when it happens, I laughed my head off. I absolutely laughed my head off. I did too. I thought it was quite poetic. I thought...
Adam Smith explains it perfectly. This is boxing in its rawest form, where chaos and entertainment collide. While no one officially condones fighters crossing lines, these incidents magnify hype, transforming a routine press conference into a headline-grabbing spectacle. Stevenson's actions didn't just send a message, they shifted the narrative, forcing promoters, fans, and media to pay attention. The atmosphere changed instantly and social media exploded, analyzing every shove, stare, and word. Smith captures the dual nature of the fight business. It's brutal, unpredictable, and fiercely competitive. Yet fans crave these unscripted moments that inject drama into the sport. Now all eyes are on how the fighters carry this tension into the ring. This isn't just showmanship. It's psychological warfare, story-driven hype, and a fight preview that feels larger than life.
Big for the casual fans. Do we condone it? I mean, in boxing terms, should that happen at a head-to-head? Of course not, but these things do happen. This is the fight business, and it's just made it even bigger, and we wait to see what happens.
Jack Catterall brings a grounded voice to the pre-fight madness, shining light on the unseen battles fighters face. Weight management isn't glamorous. It's strategic, punishing, and dangerous. While fans focus on hype and punches, Catterall reminds everyone of the extreme sacrifices fighters make to perform at their peak. In the case of Stevenson and Lopez, every shove, word, and stare carries added weight, both mentally and physically. This perspective adds depth to the spectacle, emphasizing that boxing isn't only drama. It's preparation, resilience, and calculated risk. Fans may see slaps or shoves, but behind the scenes, athletes navigate a high-stakes world of weight, timing, and pressure. Every headline moment has a human story behind it.
Everybody's weight situation and weight making situation is unique to them. There's weight classes for a reason. I know some people are going to two extreme lengths. I don't know, I can't comment on it. I wish him to be safe and well, like I wish every fighter.
Adam Smith highlights the unpredictability of fight night. No amount of hype, prediction, or press conference drama can replicate what happens once fighters step into the ring. Plans, scripts, and expectations disappear under bright lights and
I don't know what's going to happen because it's different on that day than any other day. It just sort of script.
When you're getting poked like that in a face-to-face, after a while the temper goes and it's good. I think it's going to...
I mean, I don't mind fighters pushing and shoving. Probably shouldn't be slapping each other at the face-off. Security did a pretty good job of corralling it while they could, but I thought it was just an open...